David Zarinsky for the Bond Experience. I'm here with Gerard Toledo. Gerard, nice to meet you.
You as well.
Gerard, you are the designer of what we're about to experience.
Yes.
And by the way, you're hearing beeping. This is a real world situation because we're in an elevator, 25th, 26th. What floor are we going to?
We're going to the 40th floor, so amazing views we have.
Okay, what is on the 40th floor for those people that love James Bond?
Yeah, so actually we have a James Bond kind of inspired space, so hopefully we can get a little bit of your attention there, and hopefully actually you guys can come as well.
Oh my gosh, cannot wait. So the elevator's opening and
Yes.
let's see what we have.
We walk into our space here.
Oh wow.
Okay, great.
Fantastic. Thank you.
So right as we walk in off of the elevator, you're kind of hidden by these coat closets here, but you have a little bit of suspense going on because you hear it's a 40th floor. There's gonna be a little bit of a view and
Right.
everything.
People prepare themselves for the view. They kind of steady themselves.
Yeah, they know there's a view going to happen. They just don't know when it's gonna hit them exactly.
Right.
So once they walk over here, you kind of have it's pretty much all of Manhattan already.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get a shot because it's splayed out in front of you. My gosh, what an amazing view! And you're one of the highest, if not the highest, rooftop lounges, or.
Yeah. Actually, we've had a few other rooftops, but actually this is much higher than that.
Right.
And being that it is a rooftop, we're not actually trying to say exactly that we're one of the other rooftops in New York City, just because most of the space is actually interior.
Right.
So realistically, we are a bar with an amazing view.
Got it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And by the way, I noticed on these right here that you pointed out. I don't know if you did this on purpose or not, but they look very similar to the ones from Piz Gloria, which is one of the scenes from On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Yes.
So, was there purposeful choices in making and what it looks like? I mean, there must be from a designer.
Yeah, exactly. You know, honestly, when we were kind of coming up with the concept and everything, the team here they're known for their cocktails, so we kind of went into the theme of, maybe we do something James Bond themed or something like that. And honestly, we watched pretty much all the movies back in the 60s, 70s, and all that. And a lot of the inspiration came from the shapes and the styles and the feeling that you're getting from here. So actually, the mirrors and the doors that we have here are inspiration from, I believe, Sean Connery had a dining table that actually had the same spots and everything. So we kind of use this with the small mirrors you're still getting a view of the outside of Manhattan.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, kind of brings you to the outside.
Exactly. So hopefully you don't forget about it when you're facing that way.
Absolutely.
So we're here at the main bar, or actually the mini bar here. What we decided to do was break down the floor into two different sections and actually different seating areas, kind of our take on different scenes of the films. So when you're actually here visiting, let's say you come multiple times, you're actually not getting the same experience that you are each time.
Right.
So we wanted to kind of invoke a different feeling and a different kind of different camaraderie. We have different spaces as well. Different furniture will kind of evoke different emotions and all that. So we can, here's our bar. What we're really trying to show throughout the space is not necessarily a themed James Bond kind of space, but actually get the feeling that you're of that time with Dr. No, Goldfinger, with these kind of luxury homes that you had back in the day. And
I was so excited. So when I started to first see the pictures here, I was happy to see you don't have a James Bond poster and you don't have, a Goldfinger, banner up or anything like that. Right. It's not somebody's basement. It really feels like if Ken Adams, one of the main designers, as you know, of the James Bond films, especially in the Connery era, if he designed one of the layers or one of the different aspects, or this might be it.
Right.
And you have different venues. I love the fact that you got even different furniture in different places to sit. Nothing's matchy-matchy.
Yes.
Which is great.
Yes, exactly. We wanted to kind of take this away from a commercial hotel lounge that you might get. So something a little bit different. So hopefully when visitors are coming, they say, "Oh, actually, this is kind of different."
Right.
It's what you might call a boutique kind of feel.
Absolutely.
Very unique.
So you've got the bar area, and if actually, you know what, we'll come around this way, and the camera can swing this way so we don't get too much backlight. But then you've got this area, which is really cool. I mean, obviously the couch screams of the 1960s and feel. Was that very purposeful to then have this as its own separate entity?
Yes, absolutely. We wanted to, again, like I was saying, once you walk into the space, you have the view, but also you're able to enjoy this space as well.
Right.
And having seating that's kind of hugging you or embracing you as you're here, you can kind of look across to the other group. Maybe you see someone else that you can actually enjoy the night with as well. So we really wanted to be able to have people share the experience here, and like James Bond as well. He's kind of getting out to the crowd.
Absolutely, he's a socialite. He's
Exactly.
so good at that.
Exactly.
And then you've got this corner area over here. Is this the maniacal section? Is this where the villains go? They want their backs to the wall?
Yeah, I mean, it is honestly a little bit darker than the rest of the spaces.
Oh, wait a minute, I spoke too soon. There's James Bond stuff up here. I love it, but at least there's no movie posters. It's subtle characterization. And by the way, I was kidding that this was the villains layer, but I noticed that you have villains strewn on the wall.
Right.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now, all right, so I've got to ask you, are you a James Bond fan?
Honestly, it was a little bit before my time, but I am a James Bond fan. I've
Okay.
at least kept up with most of the more recent films.
You like the Daniel Craig ones?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But once you come to, let's say, something like Goldfinger, it's definitely a different feeling completely, and that's really what I enjoy.
Yes. Well, I feel the 1960s, somewhat of the 70s, are very stylized. I mean, the films look, they feel, they have an emotion to them. The ones nowadays, they tend to waver from that a little bit, but I could see you took inspiration, obviously, from the 60s and 70s.
Exactly.
All right, so how did you pick which villains lined the wall? Was it like this, or did you?
It's honestly, actually, the owners have their own kind of favorites,
Oh,
so we kind of
all
let
right.
them choose. But definitely, who else was iconic,
Yep.
and who they felt was, hey, maybe someone might connect to this specific villain.
Absolutely. Now, I'm noticing that there is an outside area. Do you encourage people to then go outside, or?
Yes, absolutely. So it's a little bit cold right now because it's in the middle of the winter.
It is.
But yeah, in the summertime, we definitely encourage people to come outside and really just enjoy the view here. We decided to add a few chairs out there so you can kind of
Are those
share.
called bubble chairs? What?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of the mod style back in the day.
Absolutely.
These fun shapes and everything. So yeah, we wanted people to be able to share their experience, not only interior but also the rooftop experience outdoors as well.
Right. It's fantastic. I have to ask, by the way, even like little things like this are so of the era.
Yes.
The little details around here. Because I think somebody could walk in here and I could see this filled with people getting lost in the big and the big,
Right.
as opposed to sometimes looking at the small.
Right.
And so this is an opportunity for you to capture this as well before you come here and it's too crowded. Menu.
Yes.
I mean, have they been very thoughtful about what type of drinks and?
Yeah, so this is actually the second location of Dear Irving.
Okay.
We used to be at a smaller location. This is a little bit more, it's in Times Square.
Okay.
So they have adapted some of their drink menu to this. I don't believe they actually have drinks specific to the films.
Okay, that's where I was going.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly if they would have a Goldfinger cocktail or something
Right.
like that. But it's definitely tailored. Megan Dorman is our head bartender here. So she's definitely kind of taken the aspects of the films and the feeling of that time and brought it into the cocktails as well.
And I'm sure they can make a Vesper or a dry martini shaken, not
exactly.
stirred, or any of those things.
Right, you're not going to miss any of that. So.
That's right. That's right. Do they serve food in here as well?
They do. They do.
They have a full menu and everything.
It's small plates usually because
Okay.
this is more of a cocktail bar. But yes, if you want something a little bit to eat, then of
Right.
course you can grab something.
And this, now I know I'm getting into the details, but this opens up at 4 usually?
Exactly, 4
Okay.
p.m.
And then goes until
1 a.m.
1 a.m.
Right.
Oh, which is early for New York.
Exactly.
Trust me, that's New York for you. This is amazing. Now, one of the things I do want to capture is the ceiling here. Not only these really, really cool chandeliers, but the image up there. How did you decide on that?
Well, this is a little bit more of the kind of comical aspect of the James Bond films.
Yes.
Where it's a little bit more flashy.
Yes.
So it's
Campy, flashy,
exactly.
diamonds are forever.
Exactly. So we wanted to keep the sophistication, but at the same time have something a little bit fun. So actually, as you're walking through the next space, through the hallways, we actually have the same kind of imagery there. So kind of just fun, vibrant kind of colors.
I love it. And you know, this is good that we're doing this because I think so many people were curious about this space. I think it's very easy to come here, kind of look around and go, oh, okay, I'll grab a cocktail, but sit and appreciate. Look at the wood slats. You know, look at the way this has been cut out here. I mean, you really do need to kind of drink in the environment before you start drinking in the cocktail.
Right.
I mean, that's my suggestion. As a designer,
Yes.
You had a vision.
Right.
The vision, we're standing in it, which is very exciting.
Right.
It's like a statue. What do you want the James Bond fan to feel and experience when they come here? What's that one thing that you want them to feel?
Yeah, honestly, I think overall it's a little bit of nostalgia, you know? So I want them to feel like they're actually in the films or what they were feeling during those actually, when they were actually watching.
Right.
I want them to be able to experience that a little bit as well.
Yeah. I tell you, the place is amazing. Congratulations again.
Yeah, well, David, there's actually a whole nother section for this this bar here.
You mean this isn't just it?
No, not at all. Why don't we head over?
Okay, this is like a James Bond movie. Let's go. Come on. Another cool hallway.
So as we walk towards here, we arrive at our main bar.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Take a look at the lighting too,
Yes,
especially.
exactly.
And the lighting is amazing. You've got really cool chairs. It's lovely. And then you've got the bubbles again as well. And I love how you've really created these different sections.
Right.
I mean, it really continues the theme. I have no idea that it continues. Absolutely beautiful. Now, was there anything done purposely over in this section to make it different than the other section, other than obviously coloring and furniture?
Yeah, honestly, it was. We still wanted to keep into the same range or the same feeling,
Right.
but of course, each of the seating areas do have their own feel. So we have the Chesterfield here, which is a little bit more rustic of a feel. So it's almost like you're in different living rooms.
Yes, yeah.
Right?
It definitely has that. And this is actually the main bar. So when you
Exactly.
called the other one the mini bar, which I thought was a cute hotel reference,
Right,
it really
right.
is the mini bar compared to this particular one.
Exactly. So most of the cocktails are actually coming from this section.
That's fantastic. I love even the mirroring. I mean, just amazing on here. And of course, you've got a view again. I would even say a view to a kill, maybe. I could be so bold. Absolutely fantastic. Now, how distracting was the view? And did you think about the view as a designer when you were thinking about bringing the view in?
Yeah, actually, so when we were actually setting up some of the seats, we wanted people to still be able to embrace the outdoors.
Right.
So we wanted to face as much of the seating into that section, or at least not face people away from it.
Right.
So we decided to install these glass seats as well. So I think these are actually some of the most popular seats in the space.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah. I'd have trouble actually speaking to anybody looking out at the view. At least it would take a little bit of a while, for sure.
Taking inspiration from the copper doors that you might see in Dr. No.
Yeah, these are absolutely fantastic. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just caught you. That was real. This is what we always do at the Bond Experience. We go into a bathroom. Oh, that's cool.
Exactly.
Take a look up. That is fantastic. I love it.
So with the lighting here too, we kind of wanted to create these silhouettes and shadows
Yeah.
on the walls as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And again, it's got... All right, just be careful. It's loaded. You've got fun and whimsy. You've got luxury.
Exactly.
I mean, you've got the different color marbles, and then you've got that Ken Adams, very, very Sean Connery-like
Right.
aspect of sitting in here.
Right.
Now, are you afraid that people are just going to bring their drinks in here and enjoy the evening?
I mean, it hasn't happened yet, so.
Oh, it's going to happen. Yeah, mark my words. It's fantastic. Oh, I want this bathroom at home. This is fantastic. Well done.
Great.
Oh my gosh. All right, was there anything else we missed?
Honestly, I think that's it. Yeah, that should be it.
All right, because Gerard's a completist. And we thought we had everything done. There was a whole other area.
Right.
There was a whole bathroom.
Right.
All right, so we're going to leave the bathroom before it flushes on us again. I can see that. The one thing I'm feeling, and I mean, we're chatting away and there's a camera, so it's not the most natural setting,
Right.
but I'm feeling the word immersive comes to mind. So I feel like I'm being immersed into a moment in a James Bond film that hasn't been written yet.
Right.
You know, I'm a character, not so much James Bond, but and I think the environment plays to that. It's a bit of a stage,
Right.
With the most incredible background in the world,
Right.
of course.
Right.
Gerard, this has been great. Appreciate everything. Let me ask you a question. If the producers came to you and said, we want to film a scene from Bond 25 here, would you say no?
No, not at all. We're watching out.
Barbara Broccoli, Greg Wilson, you've heard this from the designer himself. He's inviting you to his place, so we'll take that home with us. But thank you so much for everything.
Thank you as well.
This has been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience, and we will see you very soon. Take care.
See you.
Thanks for watching this episode. If you want to be up on the latest from the Bond Experience, just click on this subscribe and subscribe to our channel. You're going to get all the latest and greatest information, plus some exclusive content. And by the way, speaking of content, here's something especially for you, just because we know you. Talk to you soon.